your words don't describe your reality, they create it. So if you say, I'm so tired, I'm always tired, or I am not liked at my job, or I am not appreciated, or I'm not happy, these are the things that you create for yourself. And because this is how you feel and this is what you believe, in turn, this is what you continue receiving the following day and the following day from the universe as a reflection of your internal world. Hey guys, welcome back home. Alex and Sylvia here. This one is going to be about you.
The way I'm beginning to see it now, clearer than ever before, is that when you look at your current circumstances, understand that they are the output reflections of your past beliefs. And so if you then believe only what you see visually, then you become a prisoner of your previous beliefs. You become a victim of your circumstances.
Exactly. And you can turn things around because you can create the circumstances that you want as opposed to be the victim of your circumstances that you have created previously when you weren't aware that you actually can be in control, right? I understand that it's easier to blame, but at the end of the day, what has happened before doesn't matter because all you have is now. And you don't want to continue going about your life defined by what has happened before and carry this till you die, right? You want to put an end to it, say, okay, who am I today? Who do I want to be tomorrow? Because your thoughts and feelings today of you will determine your facts and who you will be tomorrow, right? So isn't that powerful? I personally love the fact that I can be in total control and then I have no excuse. I can play, I can create whatever I want for myself, and then if something doesn't go the way I want it, then I just need to readjust a few things. But I have taken responsibility and I am creating a different reality for myself.
It seems like it's the easy way out when you blame somebody else and you become a victim of your circumstances, or what you're really doing is that you're empowering something else and you're disempowering yourself.
Exactly. You're either, yeah, yes, very well said. You're empowering something else or somebody else by saying that they're the reason why you are so and so. But in reality, if you allow yourself to take responsibility and to accept the simple fact that you create your own reality, but because of your thoughts and feelings, you have a particular perspective on things and on your world, and this is your reality. This is what you're projecting out there. So it's quite powerful to take this control of your life and to make sure that going forward you can create the type of life that you want. But you know what it takes? It takes a firm decision to guard yourself from the nonsense, from the noise, to rise above and to protect yourself, what you're gonna let enter your ear. Because once it enters here, if you acknowledge this as true, it's over. It becomes your belief. And then your moves, your actions in life are going to be according to your beliefs. Your feelings, the way you feel about the world, the way you see the world are going to be according to your beliefs. And all these feelings, all these beliefs, they're going to create a particular inner conversation that goes on within you, And when it does that, that impresses your subconscious. And your subconscious is like, okay, so I'm taking this and I'm going to reproduce that for him tomorrow, for her tomorrow, because this is what she's serving me or he's serving me. And tomorrow you're going to have exactly the same thing. Starting now, you can be a new person. Starting now, you can be new version of yourself and start with a clean slate where you erase all your beliefs, all that you identify yourself with, and you create new beliefs, something that serves your purpose, something that serves your aim. You can begin from ground zero, literally from ground zero.
I agree 100%. So you have to imagine and entertain only the feelings that will contribute to your happiness. So, like Sylvia said, your beliefs, the things that you've consciously or unconsciously have assumed to be true, you impress them upon yourself. And so when you are, you know how they say that, somebody's listening to your thoughts? So somebody can always hear your thoughts, the universe or God. That's you who can hear your own thoughts. And so the things that you believe, what you truly believe, they come together and they become your inner conversation. And that impresses upon your subconscious. And it doesn't judge you because there are so many things that you'll hear from the outside that you have accepted as true.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will tell you some news, somebody will tell you some information. You will experience.
Your mother always told you you're always going to be poor?
Or some,
and you just grow up with a certain beliefs.
but all
Just
the positive
a little bit
things
from
too.
here, a little bit from there, a little bit from here. Yeah, I know, but at the end, it builds this image of you in your mind, and you define yourself like that, which boxes you. The moment you say "I am," and then this is followed by something, you're in a box. You know what I mean? If you say that you're short, or if you say that you're tall, you're gonna see yourself always as that person. You're gonna be like, well, I'm a short person. I need a like. You can't do this to yourself.
But the power is that all the positive things that you come to believe as well also manifest. And so this is how you see people that are
Exactly.
constantly using their imagination.
Yeah.
They see it from the end. They feel it as if they have already achieved everything. And that's it. And then they trust. And then all the things that they do arrange themselves because they believe it. They impressed that belief upon themselves. And then their subconscious will output that. And then they will see it in their circumstances. It will begin to arrive. The way I see it is kind of like a boomerang effect. So you take upon a belief, and you're sending it forward into the future, wherever that is. And now it's coming back towards you, and you can't see it in the beginning, but it is coming back towards you. And then eventually you'll start seeing these things in the signs of your reality. And this is kind of the way all of your beliefs work. You believe it in the inner world, and you're sending it out, and then it begins to arrange itself, and you align with that in the outer world as well.
Like the ripple effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it needs to, you're sending it out, it's gonna reach something, and then it's gonna come back to you. That's why they say you reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. So at the end of the day, it's just very, very important what you believe. At what point are we going to keep the beliefs that serve us and get rid of those that don't, get rid of those that limit us? Because ultimately, these are the same beliefs that can either imprison us and make us prisoners, or can free us from our prison, the construct that we've lived, that we grew up within, the box that we grew up within. So you decide to be positive. Then you have to pick up those beliefs that serve you in that positive manner, and get rid of the stuff that is negative, that doesn't serve you, that strips you off of your power, because ultimately you can't see yourself as somebody who is full of limits. You can't. On the contrary, you have to tear down the walls of these boxes, and you have to free yourself and see yourself as unlimited power. Unlimited. How many times people say, look at her, what a goddess. Oh, what a, so what does that even mean? How can one be a god and a goddess and the other one is not? Why can't we all be gods and goddesses? Because only a god or a goddess will have no limits. If you see yourself as a being who has no limits, with unlimited power, then you will have no limits. You'll be able to do anything you want to do as you can, because all that matters is what you believe. If you believe that you can do something, you will never be able to do it. If you believe that you can do something, you will be able to do it, because it boils down to belief and a desire. When you have a particular impulse, when you have a particular desire, this doesn't come from nowhere. This comes from within you, from your soul. So you have the desire, then you have to believe in yourself that you are capable of realizing it for yourself. But if you say, oh no, I can't because this and that, A, B, C, and D, then you won't be able to.
Especially when everything around you is telling you that you have all of these limitations, that you can't do this and you can't do that.
Yeah.
The way we see it is like this. Every single person has that superpower. Everybody says, well, if I was a superhero, what powers will I have? You already have the most powerful one that there is. You have the power to create reality. And that power is working because it's in you. It's the essence of your being. That power is happening whether you're consciously choosing your desires and your beliefs and then impressing yourself and then expressing that which you have because you have faith in yourself. Either that's happening, which is you're then manifesting all the things that you like, or it's going to manifest all the beliefs that you've come to impress yourself on, right? So, when you go into a meditative state, right, the goal is to ultimately to align yourself with a desire and the state of having accomplished and reached that which you wanted. And what does it feel like to be in that state?
Live in that
dwell
state.
in that. All of the meditations kind of lead you to the same place.
Yeah.
The thing is that, are you the one that's controlling that? Right? So the same thing before you go to bed, that's also you're entering a state very similar to a meditative state. They're both kind of the same thing. They're access to your subconscious. So what are you impressing upon your subconscious? If before bed you are not choosing the things that you're setting yourself up for when you go to sleep, whatever you filled your head with, that's going to be throughout that day, or you're not, for example, revising your day, right, to align it with having a wonderful day. What's going to happen is that all of those things that you have, that's what you're going to impress your subconscious with. And the next day when you wake up,
you're going to have exactly the same day like
you're going to have exactly the same
day.
thing. It's going to manifest whatever somebody else has imprinted as a desire in your mind. This is another reason why when you're doing meditations, the person that's guiding you, it's important that there's a sense of trust there, that they're not telling you what the desire is that you're having when you're in that meditative state, that you're the one that's clearing that blank slate and you're the one that's painting,
making it yours.
You're using
in a positive way
your beliefs and your inner talk, and you're using that to paint in your imagination so that then can be outpictured in your world.
Yeah.
Creation is your destiny.
This is why we're here, to create, to use our imaginations to create. So we need to learn to create better than the best we know. And I know we all can, because we have the divine within us, because we have no limits. I am. Dot. No ending.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.